G'day mates, this is GR1 and I'm going to go on a walkabout on Dinosaur Island. Just a quick little once over, but before we do I'm going to go over some dinosaur reference books. Alright, here I am in my office, gonna go through this reference book here. Prehistorica Dinosaurs. Alright, well let's see, we've got to learn about this stuff before we go on the walkabout. Well, take a gander at that. That's a T-Rex skeleton popping right out of the book. Well, that is really something. And look at that. You pull that back and, oh, look at that. That looks like a, well, that's a Dilophosaurus maybe? Looking, oh, I don't know. It's something awfully small. No, it ain't no Dilophosaurus. That's some sort of Triassic Tiny Terror. That's a Eoraptor, and he's gonna eat one of those dragonflies, but those dragonflies were like 28 inches long, so it ain't tiny at all by today's standards. Let's see what we got over here. Dinosaur detectives. Well, look at that, what we got in there. Look, all these people inside the dinosaur toasting themselves for doing a good job, I guess. Well, that's not too interesting. Alright, let's take a look. What do we got here? And look at those dinosaurs. Those are some Allosaurs. Well, let's see. This one here is a Saurischian. It's a lizard hip dinosaur. Oh, it looks like he's eating meat. Looks like he's he's got legs for running. And then this one, oh, here's an herbivore. This is an Ornithocean or whatever, however you say that. Well, that's another bird hip dinosaur. Oh, look at him wiggle. All right, let's go to the next page. Let's see what we got. Oh, that's an Ankylosaur. Oh, I know that fella. Look at him. Look at that. Oh, that's something. Look at him right there. Coming right at ya. And it looks like we've got some other pages here we can take a look at. And it's, oh, look at that. We got here Europrocerophilus, and look at that club on the end there, and then call him Spike. That's a Kentrosaurus. Well, we saw one of those, I believe, on Dinosaur Planet. And here's one here. That's a Stegosaurus, I bet. There he is, the Stegosaur right there. That's another fella you don't want to mess with those spikes on his tail. Looks like somebody was deciding to mess with him and got messed up. Oh, there's Pachycephalosaurus. He's a hard-headed fellow. Look at them banging their heads together. Or moving like that when you open the page. I wonder if we're going to see any of those. And there we go. And that's one of those iguanodons. Remember on Dinosaur Island we saw iguanodons? Oh, I don't know if we're going to see any this time. Alright, and here we go. Here's some of those Triceratops. Remember we saw those Ceratopsidae. Did you a big report on Ceratopsidae. And here's the Frill-heads. Different kinds of skulls. Let's open up this here and see what we got. Oh, that's a Chasmosaurus right there. Oh, wait, it opens again. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's a Ionosaurus. Look at that. We saw one of those on our Cephalopodosaurus. Yeah, look at that with that funny little horn in the front. And we saw one of those too, with all those frills. And then there we go, there's the Styracosaurus, and we also saw one of those on the Sauropodae, the Ceratopsidae story, educational stories. And then we got some hadrosaurs, the duckbills. We got, hadrosaur, sort of a general name. And those are herbivores. They like to go and eat, soft vegetation in the swamps. Because of their teeth, they can tell from their teeth. And then let's see what we got over here. And look at that pop up there. That's Maiasaura. I never seen one of those before. Alright, let's see what happens here. Oh, we're going to open that up. Oh, look at that. We know that. I wonder if we're going to see one of those. Let's take a look. You've got to move the camera for that one. Look at that. Oh, that's a sauropod. Remember when we did our volume experiment on all these sauropods to find out what scale they are? And look at that. They're scaling an elephant to the sauropod the same way that we did on Toy Talking Stuff. Remember GL1, the lost episode? And then we even had Dr. Sarsaparilla also go over there and talk about which toys, how we scale them to an African elephant. Well, look at that. This Diplodocus is a real long fella, like 89 feet long, but not quite as heavily built as maybe a Brachiosaur, like this big fella here. Brachiosaur meaning armed lizard because he had such big arms. Oh, look at all those. In fact, there's a Maragosaurus, and you can get that right now in the toy stores. I've seen that at Target. Plateosaurus, that's that guy there. And then Apatosaurus. Apatosaurus was also in our volume experiment. Alright, and Mamenchiosaurus. Well, I ain't never seen one of those before. That's this fella up there. Well, there he is. Look at that. That's a big old T-Rex. Coming right out of the book, right at you. Look at how big that is. It's shocking. And let's see what's over here. Oh, he's pulling the meat. Oh, that's gruesome. Look at that. I'll show you there. You open that up, and he's pulling the meat right off the dinosaur. Well, just like eating ribs, he's eating ribs. And let's see what's over here. Mini meat eater. Alright. And that's a Coelophysis. Oh, there's a Coelophysis bones. Look at how they move when you open it. And you see the ribs and the heads turned upside down. Looks like. And then what we got up here, Smarty Pants. Oh, what's that dinosaur? Oh, there's a bird wannabe. And that's a Struthoramimus. Oh, that's one of those bad hip dinosaurs. Sure is difficult saying all those names quickly, ain't it? Takes some practice. Oh, it looks like I gotta practice myself. Alright, look at those fellas there. We got a dog-sized dinosaur Oviraptor. See that? Not one of those giant raptors. And then we got Baryonyx. And I think we saw Baryonyx on Dinosaur Island before. And there's Spinosaurus. That was on Dinosaur Island as well, way back early in the episodes when we were looking for Bigfoot and we ended up finding Dinosaur Island. Not to be confused with Dinosaur Planet. And what do we got here? Where the dinosaurs all turned into birds. And there's Aegypterox. That's a feathered dinosaur. Look at that. And a whole bunch of feathered dinosaurs have been found in China. And there's the raptors. There's a Microraptor and a Utah Raptor. Looks like he's probably from Utah in the United States. In fact, I'm sure that's where they found him. And there's the raptor. Look at that. He's jumping up and taking out that fella right there. Oh, why can't they all be friends? Well, because that's what they eat. And there, look at that. And then they started, those scales got modified and they turned into feathers. As time went on, the scales kind of frilled out and got lighter and started to function as feathers, kind of like a flying squirrel jumping out of a tree, and the skin under his arm getting larger so he could leap away from predators. That becomes an advantage. And look at that there. Oh, an asteroid. Oh, that's what ended all the dinosaurs, all their stories. Now, that's rather tragic. If you're a dinosaur, it sure is. Alright, well that is the Prehistoria Dinosaur Encyclopedia. That's pretty exciting. Let's check out this here. Find out what we got over here. We can learn anything new. Well, looks like this one will take you on a tour if it had batteries working. But look at that, it opens up. And there's a dinosaur coming out of an egg. The dawn of the dinosaurs. And this one's a little bit different than the other. It's just got panels for discovering. It doesn't have things that fly out at you, pop out at you. It's not a pop-up book in the same sense, although it did have that one pop-up. Oh, and there's, let's see, that's Liopleurodon, and in fact, they actually sell a Jurassic Park toy of that fella too. We haven't seen that anywhere yet. And there's an early mammal, and there's, oh, Pterodon. Yeah, there's Pterosaurus up there flying around, getting something to eat. Everybody likes to eat. Oh, there's one that's popping out at us. It looks like one of those iguanodons. Look at those small teeth. That's Allosaurus. Oh, his teeth aren't very small, but not like a T-Rex that are like 7 inches long. And if you'll notice, the Allosaurus has 3 fingers and a T-Rex has 2. But Metrocanthosaurus looks like a T-Rex and he's got 3 fingers. Allosaurus is not quite as thickly built as a T-Rex. You can see the Allosaurus there going after a sauropod. Yep, there's some bones, some dinosaurs. It's what they look like when they find them. What do we got here? Ah, these are the plant-eating giants. Of course, we know are sauropods. And here's the longest neck. You talk about the Barosaurus with the longest neck. Let's see how that goes up. And that just stretches and stretches and stretches right outside the book. Oh, and then we're going to discuss the tail, the T-Rex. And it's 42 feet long. Could be longer. We haven't found all of them. 6.4 tons. Yeah, they can be heavier than that. They think they maybe could be 18,000 pounds, which is about 9 tons. And then look at that. You open that up and you see the chest cavity in there. Right, and that's going to do it for this book. All right, well, I think we learned enough. We're going to go back to Dinosaur Island and do a little walkabout. We haven't been there in a while. And I'll be meeting you right there.